Yeah. Rada guys, mko poa? Najua niko black mwezi nyona ndo maana nimeka light hapo. So leo tutakufanya reaction ya Tommynfg, one of YouTube's a YouTuber in YouTube mwenye anafanyanga video za reaction kuhusu the world, vitu zinafanyika, and then boys ametoa video inaitwa why old cartoons are getting revived. Na hiyo kitu nimeona sana. Cartoons zimeanza kukam. Kani tumeona kuna Gambo linaingia. Kuna I think regular show but say itakuwa Adult Swim. And I think there's I don't know. I only know about those two specifically. So we'll be reacting to his video. So let's start.
Cartoon shows from their prime in the 90s to the hype of cartoon shows from their prime in the 90s to the late 2010s was something we thought would never stop. Every year we had new bangers that was dropping that everyone was watching. At the time when cable TV was actually worth it. Y'all remember cable TV? Good times. There wasn't a time as a kid I wasn't entertained while watching cartoons. It's sad to know that whole era that we grew up in and every generation for the past
Danny Phantom
is never coming back and is officially dead. The amount of people watching cable TV has been dropping and dropping for a decade, and the amount of kids is even less. I don't even remember the last time I booted up my TV to browse through channels and see what was on. And because instead of watching cartoons, kids are choosing to watch TikTok and streamers, all our childhood networks are hanging on a thread. Like, none of these networks have had a hit in years, and they don't even try.
Like, the last time Niliona Nickelodeon, guys, was like 2017, before Corona. Like, that's the last time Niliona Netflix. Like, Netflix being serious. Nasema Netflix ama Nickelodeon. What? Nasema sana Nickelodeon. I know that Cartoon Network was shut down, which is actually so sad because that's like the OG.
To this day.
Disney Channel, yoni wa mama. Disney XD ndio ilikuwa like kind of because Disney Channel was mainly about girls, madem wengi walikuwa na Disney Channel. Ulikuwa Raima, unakuja unaambiwa dem anakuambia ati uliwacha na Montana jana. Hapana, sikuacha na Montana jana. Nilikuwa na watch Labrats. Wenye wana get Labrats na Mighty Med. Wenye wanakumbuka like these shits right here. You're goated. Ndo nawaambia guys, hizi zimeanza kupotea. Siku hizi unaona ngao. Even my sister doesn't even care right now. The only thing she cares is about Roblox. And playing Roblox every day and doing all those shit. So
try to make them anymore because it's too risky for the investors putting their money into a show that isn't guaranteed to get the money. From a business standpoint, it kind of makes sense, but it still sucks. Like, instead of paying for a new season of a show that might flop and get terrible ratings, they could pay 1/15 of the amount to the kid's favorite influencer and have them guaranteed buy whatever sponsor it is. Kids are sponges that soak up anything they consume, so the sponsors are gonna go to what they consume. So when I was younger, I remember seeing that Fushigi ad all the time and foaming at the mouth, ready to jump out my seat to buy one of them. Then it turned out the whole thing was a scam and it was just a regular metal ball. My younger self could have never comprehended that. Good thing my parents were too poor to get me one. Because of the continuous downfall of these channels, they had to start thinking of something else. The original Cartoon Network studio had to shut down last year and merge with Warner Bros. Because
it shut down.
So clearly everything isn't going well. And all these companies know the one way to get your money back guaranteed is nostalgia. Which is why so many cartoon shows are getting either revived or rebooted. To list off, so Phineas and Ferb got rebooted and is already...
Yeah, I forgot. Phineas and Ferb was actually there. I remember seeing the trailer, and it's bringing a lot of memories because Disney XD, it wasn't on Disney per se, like Disney Channel, it was on Disney XD. I remember
episodes. The Amazing World of Gumball is coming.
Yep.
Back this year. Regular Show was coming back this year. King of the Hill is coming back this year. Futurama is coming back this year. And of course, the greatest of them all, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is coming back this year.
What? Mickey Mouse? Nah, Mickey Mouse kusema tu kweli.
All the other shows, all I need to hear was Mickey's back. All these shows are coming back for one main reason, like I said.
Some people love it.
Millennials and Gen Z are known to eat up any reboots or revivals that come out. Like, no matter how good or dog they are, people are sad and fiending for the new season. A perfect example of how this could go bad, though, is the Velma show. I still can't comprehend that a bunch of board directors sat down in a room and had this pitched to them and decided to make it. Since a lot of people have nostalgia for Scooby-Doo
yeah.
cartoons,
The
Velma show...
Velma destroyed everything. I watched that with my brother, and how dark it is for a kids show. That's fucked up. That's just fucked up.
It was guaranteed to viewers off the jump. Once people started watching and realizing how dog it was, because people were still watching and hate watching, it managed to get a second season. So just because of the nostalgia alone of Scooby-Doo, the Velma show automatically got viewers, then automatically got a second season because people were hating it. And best believe these studios know that now that we're grown, we got grown money to be spent. Whenever they do sell some type of merch, we immediately run to buy for the nostalgia. A lot of don't even gotta be good. I've seen the most bull cartoon merch get shilled on TikTok and they end up having a ton of sales. But some people also complain about these shows coming back. Mainly because they feel it's just coming back so the studio can make more money from it, and because of that, the story's gonna have less effort put into it, which is exactly how people felt about Teen Titans when it got rebooted. I feel bad.
That's actually so true. Tommy, you have an idea. Kwa sababu just an analogy, guys, tuone kwa nini wanazileta, kwa sababu watu wanadai kuwatch, si ndio? People want to watch old cartoons, nostalgia, all that shit, right? And if you bring back that type of cartoon, people will watch it. They want to see how they have progressed na venye wamekuwa wakubwa. But that at the same time, if the story is dog shit, if the story is meaningless na umerudisha, maniga, that shit is selling haters. Like, you can't even, it's like Snow White all over again, my nigga. It's just, you can't do that, right? Never put a person's expectations, and then when the thing is dropped, our expectations go so down that, please, the people who are, if anyone sees this, please, na mwenye wanna watch, if Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, if you're watching this, and if you might watch this, if you get this, please do not lower our expectations. We know we respect you guys. We respect the work that you do, and you've created our childhood. So usilete chini. Don't bring us down, guys. Usilete chini, guys.
For the people that didn't get to experience watching episodes of Teen Titans Late Night on Boomerang. Boomerang is a crazy pull. Some of y'all probably forgot.
Damn,
I kind of wish I didn't bring it up for this vid because I just found out they changed their logo to whatever the this is. See, this is exactly why we're all depressed. Every company decided to start becoming...
I was born at a time where that was actually normal. So Tommy, I'm a Gen Z. At the same time, I was okay with it. The logo didn't have a problem. To me, it didn't have a problem.
Bland in like 2015. When Teen Titans Go started airing for years, people were ripping Cartoon Network apart for having the show. Funny to know, now it's the only thing Cartoon Network relies on to stay alive.
Even I think my sister watched it every day, my nigga. Like, my sister used to love Teen Titans Go. I used to tell her about the Teen Titans we used to watch, the original Teen Titans. And she said that she did not fuck with her. You kitu haiko inambamba msi. And then namwangalia hivi nasema, you didn't watch. And I was like, I want to force her to watch it, but at the same time, if she didn't like it, fuck her. Fuck her. Nah.
Point, instead of naming it Cartoon Network, it should be called Teen Titans Go Network. For anyone who remembers being in there at the time, the hate was never ending. People were boycotting Cartoon Network, saying they won't watch it anymore until the show was taken off. Because if you think of it, it does affect Cartoon Network overall. They have a budget for Teen Titans Go, so that money could have gone to a new show or rebooting a show a lot of people like. It was also taking up a lot of airtime, so it makes sense why people were mad. If only they saw how
like that's the only thing that was played.
But cartoons like Teen Titans Go are the reason why people get scared when their favorite series gets a reboot. They don't want it to be a cash grab and have trash writing. Teen Titans Go now is kind of like, though, it's weird how shows switch up from hate to love over time. Mainly because the show had so many memes and funny moments, like it never took itself serious. But at the time, it was getting hate for that exact thing. Like the original Teen Titans was super dark. Also, we even knew that.
I just remember when I used to watch Powerpuff Girls with my with my brother. And then I saw the 2016 one, and there was a new Powerpuff Girl, and she was black. I think I remember that. She was like black, and I'm like, okay, not against it, it's okay. And then people started hating and getting a little bit racist because of that. Tunacheki kwanza kuleta ufala. You just see.
The Powerpuff Girls reboot came out in 2016
Yeah.
and immediately got trashed on. It had this one weird controversy that probably should have shut down production immediately, where one of the writers put a character that looked exactly like him in the show as a love interest.
Wait, what?
Hi. Wait, we don't have study group today. Oh, actually, I'm here to see Bubbles. We're gonna go over our lines together. You and Bubbles? Together? Uh-oh.
That's right. A Powerpuff
Wait, what?
himself put it into the show and had him fall in love with Blossom.
A lot of these show writers really be
What the
crazy, but really-
fuck? Hey, hey, even if you're doing that, do it if like you are like her mentor or something, or a teacher. That's just not gonna be okay, nigga. That's disgusting.
Nothing gets done to them because they're behind the scenes. It's mainly the creator that gets blamed when something like this happens.
What?
Don't tell me this is just a coincidence. That character in the show looks exactly like the writer, and is even voiced by him. They also added a fourth Powerpuff Girl, which didn't get good reception. She was supposed to be their long-lost older sister, and she was black, so, you can guess how the conversation went about it. Did they need to make her black? No, but is it really that deep? No, like, it's a kid's show that little girls watch. Who cares? You got grown men crashing out over a show their daughter's age are watching. But other than that, people didn't like her character. A lot of these shows later on will add an unneeded addition for some reason to, I guess, bring up viewers. But it almost never works. Like, who remembers Sparky from Fairly Odd Parents? And then right after...
I do, but he didn't even catch on that much. He was like a one-time thing.
After they added Chloe, I've never seen a new character kill a show as fast as Fairly Odd Parents. And to top it all off with the Powerpuff Girls reboot, the original creator didn't even approve of it. He tweeted out at the time, when Cartoon Network told me they were making more, I told them that I wish they wouldn't, but from a financial standpoint, I know why they did. You always gotta respect creators who know when the time of their show has come and don't want to milk it to ruin the legacy. But just because I'm giving that example, it doesn't mean all reboots go down that path. A lot of times, studios try to hire back the original creator and teams that worked on it, because they would know what direction to take it compared to a complete new person. I would say if you have a favorite show that is getting the cash grab treatment and the original creator has zero say in it, there's no point in watching it because it's probably not going to be good. And sometimes studios even give creators full control over everything. Like for the new regular show reboot, JG Quintel is basically controlling everything about it. It's even airing on Adult Swim because he's been wanting to work on a more adult version of the show. He probably knows a lot of his audience is now grown who watched it too. All the regular show definitely had some hidden adult jokes. Them eating wings was a sign of them drinking. And this man Benson, every time he became depressed, was at the wing bar downing them. Like a middle-aged divorced man coming back from a...
That's actually true. Kwa sababu nilikuwa naona alikuwa nakula wings anaanza kuwa like drunk in a drunken state. That's actually true. I can actually say that. That's actually true.
Office job that he hates just to wind down. A lot of people also don't like these reboots because they try to appeal to things that the younger generation likes. And a lot of times it ends up being cringe. There could be times where they actually pull off the joke and it ends up being funny. But imagine in a new regular show episode, they got a plot randomly like, dude, Rigby, it looks like the Skibbity toilet's trying to destroy the park with the max level
Wakifanya kitu kaa hii msee, hivyo ndo mimi nitakasirika sasa. Regular show mlianza vizuri and then mweke reboot. And then reboot iko na vitu kama Miss Skibidi. Nah, I'll be like, you know what? I'm not watching this. If this happens, I'm not watching regular show. I'd rather watch Close Enough. And I think it's another Adult Swim. It's another Adult Swim cartoon. It's like another cartoon. It's called Close Enough, but it's like adult type. And I'd rather watch that than this. If this happens, I'm
He gets no huzz. Mordecai, TSPMO, we gotta fix this before Benson finds out. Reboots trying to appeal to the younger generation is something that's gonna 100% happen. Yeah. It just depends on how well they execute it. In adult shows, it's easier because they can make darker jokes about it. But kid shows, it has to be washed down to be family friendly. Like, I remember watching the new Sonic movie that came out and Eggman started randomly flossing in it. It was obviously cringe to me, but it's made for kids and to a kid that would probably be funny. Like with the King think in the Hill reboot, you can tell they're going to incorporate newer topics that the cartoon shows can. In the intro, they're wearing COVID masks, so they're definitely going to cover that. They also have a mayor sign, so they're probably going to incorporate politics and how wild it is now.
Yeah.
Nowadays, kids prefer adult shows more than ever. Don't get me wrong, okay? Growing up, I was definitely watching Family Guy and South Park and but I was still watching the cartoon shows that aired on Cartoon Network. If you see how popular South Park has exploded on TikTok, it'll show you what I'm talking about. You got like elementary school kids with profile pictures of Eric Cartman. Nowadays, the younger generation is skipping all the cartoons and speedrunning to the adult ones, which is probably another reason why these networks have been failing. It feels too corny to them to watch a kids show with watered down humor. Imagine you're the one kid still watching Disney Channel, meanwhile everyone else in your class is watching South Park and sending memes to each other. The thing that sucks with these reboots to me is that it does force studios to not be creative. They're always gonna go with the safe pick over the risk. It's exactly why Disney has been spamming out live action for the past 10 years, even though everyone hates them now and doesn't want
like one of the greatest downfalls or one of the greatest flops of a movie. Snow White is fucked. I saw that rating, guys. Niliona rating ya Snow White nikasema we. It even Dragon Ball Revolution was better.
them anymore. But more and more they've done it to the point where it feels like we have nothing new. And they don't be thinking if they do have a new show that's a hit, that's generational wealth right there.
Yeah.
Probably more than they make with the reboot. You can only do reboots for so long until everything becomes a reboot and then you're forced to make a new show. Because all the shows that are getting rebooted were originally Risk at one point. Imagine Steven Hillenburg pitching SpongeBob at first. Alright, so you're telling me he's a sentient sponge that lives in a pineapple, who cooks burgers and his boss is a crab who takes all his money, while his co-worker hates his life and wants to end it every day, and his best friend is a starfish? Get the f*** out of my office. I have no clue how he pitched the show, but rest in paradise to Steven Hillenburg because he created a ghost. SpongeBob is also an example of a show that should have stopped a long time ago. Like, when I found out there was 3 movies released after the original with the 4th one coming out, I damn near punched a wall. Who was asking for all these SpongeBob movies to be made? Hold up, Ice Spice cast to join a new...
now I'm watching that shit. I'm watching it. Oh, yes! I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, anyways, that's gonna be everything. Let me know which reboot you're most hyped about and why it's a regular show. Make sure to follow me on Twitch and the second channel. I'm streaming all summer.
So guys, umeona venye sai cartoons zinaanza kurudishwa in a way that tumekuwa wakubwa na jaribu kureboot in an adult type, kwa sababu I think I'm going to wait for the regular show because I've been watching regular show since I was like a kid, since nilikuwa class 7 na nilikuwa na watch regular show nasema this was a show that I would watch and finish and repeat. So guys, expectations zangu ziko high kuhusu regular show. The other ones I don't care, but regular show iko hapo. Siachukua. Sina hati hapo. Sina. What's up, my niggas?